Introduction. The power within all people long for positive changes in their lives, but these changes necessitate an internal metamorphosis that represents a fresh perspective on life and an alternative approach to solving issues. According to Albert Einstein, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Many people wait for the perfect situation, a future time, the required tools, planning, or knowledge before making these adjustments. This suggests that change requires an outside source, but without relying on outside forces, humans already have all that is required to create this transition within them. We hold the key to bringing about change. As a matter of fact, when change happens, our altered vibration causes the rules of the universe to come into harmony with us. You are operating passively, and the change will never occur if you wait for an outside circumstance to make a change within you. You need to start the change rather than waiting for it to happen. Change must happen in the present, not in the future. The time for change is today, right now, by becoming aware of situations and understanding why they happen as a result of a thought pattern that keeps you in a vicious cycle. Change itself is not the goal, it is the process of change that transforms you and allows you to achieve your desires. Change depends entirely on you, so you must start becoming aware of things at this very moment so that the changes can begin to manifest tomorrow. Don't wait for tomorrow to achieve the change you want today. This is how you start your personal evolution. Everything you need to create change already exists within you. These inherent powers are part of your nature, and you can consciously harness them to transform your world and take control of your circumstances. When you become aware of the incredible powers you possess and start using them, your life will take a new direction. You'll realize that the world is not as it seemed. The majority of individuals are ignorant of these abilities and fail to take advantage of them. We will unlock fresh information for you in this audiobook, empowering you to undergo the inward metamorphosis required to begin transforming your life. You'll learn how to access your inner power and use it to attract the life you want. You may change your reality, get past challenges, and realize your dreams. By comprehending and putting these ideas into practice, it will become clear to you on this path of empowerment and self-discovery that you are the architect of your own fate. You are in charge of creating the kind of life you want, one that is successful, happy, and fulfilling. You have the ability to change, and this audiobook will teach you how to access and harness that ability. Get ready to set off on a life-changing journey where you will discover how to connect with universal laws, develop your inner strength, and take control of your destiny. You already hold the keys to a better, more affluent future. Are you prepared to open them? Chapter 1. Embrace the flow, letting go of. Chapter 1. Embrace the flow, letting go of control. Control, the first step on the path to personal transformation, is to let things flow in the universe. Everything moves according to universal laws that govern it. Nothing you do or don't do will modify these laws. The reality we experience is shaped by our individual perceptions. The universe operates under immutable laws, and trying to change it with our actions is futile. Therefore, it's crucial to recognize the importance of allowing things to flow naturally. This small shift in perspective represents a significant change, understanding that our perceptions are just that, perceptions, not the absolute reality. Imagine you're trying to stop a river with your hands. The water will still flow, creating turbulence and chaos. But if you work with the river and understand its natural flow, you can navigate it smoothly. Similarly, in life, recognizing that some things are beyond our control allows us to focus on what we can influence, our perceptions and reactions. This new understanding must grow above old thought patterns. It's like removing weeds to let beautiful flowers bloom to achieve a true consciousness of reality. We must eliminate the erroneous thought patterns from our past that have kept us tied to an illusion. This is a key requirement for changing your energy and consciousness. If you want to be successful, you must leave behind obsolete thought patterns that have only brought you uncertainty, anxiety, and stress. Consider the way we often perceive failure. Many of us see failure as a definitive end, a reflection of our inadequacies. However, by shifting our perspective, we can view failure as a stepping stone to success, a valuable learning experience. Thomas Edison, for example, viewed his many failed attempts to create the light bulb as necessary steps to his eventual success. This change in perception transforms failure from a dead end into an essential part of the journey to success. In addition to breaking away from ingrained thought patterns, we also need to learn how to break free from psychological, emotional, and behavioral habits. These tendencies, which are frequently the result of social training and past experiences, can ensnare us in vicious cycles of negativity and restriction. For example, you may form a behavioral habit of avoiding problems and a mental pattern of self-doubt if you've always been taught that you're not good enough for personal development. Identifying and breaking these tendencies is essential. We also need to break free from our attachments to things, people, or even results in the material world can restrict our potential and unlock us. In the past, we make room for new experiences and opportunities when we learn to let go. Imagine attempting to climb a mountain while toting a bulky backpack full of pointless belongings. Your ascent will be easier the lighter your burden. In a similar vein, you can progress toward your goals with greater freedom if you have less attachments. We will provide you with fresh insights in this audiobook, enabling you to start changing your environment from the inside out. You have the ability to design the life you've always wanted. You may connect yourself with the universal rules governing happiness and success, and change your perception and energy by comprehending and putting these ideas into practice. The path to physical freedom. As the Romans used to say, a healthy mind is a healthy body. We can only progress through physical encounters because our body is the means by which we engage with the outside world. As a result, maintaining and taking care of it health is crucial. Frequent exercise is essential for relieving chronic tension, which builds up and causes stress. In addition to being unhealthy, stress has an unappealing quality that makes stressful circumstances more likely to occur. You can present a more appealing vibe that is characterized by confidence, serenity, and relaxation. By exercising, include frequent muscular movements and deep breathing exercises in your everyday routine to achieve actual physical relaxation. Other helpful techniques for releasing physical stress and enhancing general well-being include stretching and massages. Physical independence includes not only one's body, but also one's intellect and emotions. Letting go of negative ideas is the first step towards mental and emotional relaxation. Your entire existence is connected. Therefore, this mental release raises your vibrations considerably on the physical and emotional levels. You can promote a condition of complete bodily freedom and general harmony by treating the mental as well as the physical aspects of stress. Mental freedom. Our minds are constantly generating energy-emitting signals that carry our deepest beliefs and most frequent thoughts. Scientific research in fields like neuroscience and quantum physics reveals that our thoughts have a direct impact on our brain's neural pathways and can influence the release of neurotransmitters and hormones. Every action and thought we have creates an immediate energetic consequence, although it may take time to manifest in the physical world. Persistent thoughts, whether positive or negative, can lead to significant outcomes in our lives, shaping our experiences and reality studies in psychology demonstrate how our beliefs and thoughts influence our behaviors, emotions, and overall well-being, highlighting the profound effect of our mental processes on our lives. Just as electricity powers our devices, thoughts fuel our actions and shape our reality. Positive thoughts act as a beacon of light, lifting our spirits and energizing our being. Conversely, negative words and thoughts act like dark clouds, casting shadows of doubt and fear over our lives. Imagine your mind as a garden, where each thought is a seed. When you plant seeds of love and encouragement, you nurture a garden of abundance and joy. But when you sow seeds of negativity, you cultivate a field of despair and insecurity. Many people live their lives in automatic pilot, oblivious to the influence their thoughts have. However, in order to change your energy and consciousness, you need to learn to recognize the warning signs of negative thought. To build a resonance of success and fulfillment in your life, you must tend to your ideas in the same way that a professional gardener tends to their plants. This involves weeding out negativity and nourishing positivity. Our emotions lead us on the voyage of life. Just as a navigator uses the stars to plot their course, feelings of unease or discontent frequently indicate the existence of unfavorable ideas that are lying beneath the surface. When dread, doubt, or worry strike, it's important to take a minute to ask ourselves, what am I truly thinking? Explore deeply to find the sour source of our worries. Like a good detective, we have to pinpoint the usual offenders of pessimism, criticism, and concern. By exposing these harmful ideas, we give ourselves the power to break free from their hold on our mental health. Recall that our lives are dictated by the concepts that predominate in our minds. Therefore, it's critical that we think of ideas that encourage positive and personal development, accept the ability to rise above constricting ideas, and create a fresh route lighted by opportunity and optimism. Every negative thinking we let go of frees us to welcome a future full of joy and limitless possibilities. Stop criticizing others in the realm of negative thought patterns. Criticism reigns as one of the most pervasive. It manifests in various forms: self-judgment, judgment of others, and judgment of experiences, each casting a toxic shadow over the energy we have. MIT, constant self-criticism breeds feelings of low self-esteem, sending out vibrations of inadequacy that repel positive interactions and opportunities. Likewise, the law of reciprocity dictates that judging others invites hostility into our own lives, hindering meaningful connections and fostering resentment. Moreover, the ripple effect of anger extends beyond ourselves, spreading misery to those around us. When we critique our life experiences, we rob ourselves of joy and satisfaction, diminishing the richness of our personal pursuits. This cycle of dissatisfaction creates a void that stifles our ability to radiate happiness and blocks the flow of joy into our lives. Negative self-talk and criticism of others can be understood as detrimental to one's energy field and overall well-being. Scientifically, these expressions can be linked to the concept of neuroplasticity, which refers to the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. Our brain strengthens these neural pathways, which become more embedded and challenging to break when we continuously criticize others or indulge in negative self-talk. As a result, we may experience mental, emotional, and physical health problems, as well as a vicious cycle of self-perpetuating negativity. Furthermore, every idea and feeling we have releases a vibrational frequency that interacts with both our own and other people's energy fields. This is known as the energetic perspective. Low vibrational frequencies are carried by negative ideas and critiques, which can cause discord in our relationships with other people and interfere with the flow of energy inside our own energy fields. Thus, in order to preserve a balanced energy field and promote constructive connections, it is imperative to recognize and reframe negative manifestations. We may rewire our brains and raise our energetic vibration, which will result in improved well-being and harmony in all facets of life by deliberately choosing to replace critical and negative self-talk with positive and constructive language. Worrying too much. Another prevalent form of negative thinking is excessive worrying about the future, what others may think, or even dwelling on the past can consume our mental and emotional energy. However, it's important to recognize that worrying serves no constructive purpose and only generates anxiety, which radiates outward and manifests as a negative future reality. Consider this: worrying about an upcoming presentation at work may lead to feelings of insecurity and self-doubt. Instead of focusing on the potential pitfalls, ask yourself, what opportunities does this situation present? Shifting your perspective in this way can transform worry into positive anticipation and proactive planning. Similarly, seeking external validation or approval from others can be a draining and futile endeavor. Constantly seeking validation suggests a lack of self-confidence and self-belief, which hinders personal growth and success. Instead, focus on cultivating self-assurance and trust in your abilities, allowing your actions and achievements to speak for themselves. We may break out from the pattern of negative thinking and build a more positive and satisfying future by redefining worry as a chance for growth and focusing our energies on confidence and self-belief. However, dwelling too much on the past can be as harmful as worrying about the future because it takes away from the present. It's critical to recognize that obsessing about past transgressions or lost opportunities keeps us from living in the present to the fullest and from confidently going forward. Reliving a prior failure over and over in your head can cause self-doubt and regret, which makes it difficult to take advantage of new possibilities and make positive changes in your life. Embrace the power of the current moment and the possibilities it offers for development and transformation rather than dwelling on the past. Regaining our personal strength and embracing the possibilities of the present are made possible by letting go of old grievances and regrets. Instead of thinking about what may have been, concentrate on the opportunity for development and constructive change that exists right now. Put your faith in yourself and the path ahead. Let go of the desire for incessant reflection and investigation. You can develop a sense of empowerment, serenity, and self-assurance in your life by doing this. No matter how daunting the task may seem, always ensure to let go of old negativity and open your mind to a new sense of optimism. Releasing your negative thoughts is not just a suggestion, but a requirement of the universal laws and one of the most effective tools for shaping your destiny. Remember, your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs serve as the most significant source of energy in your life. Each idea radiates outward from you in waves of resonant information. If you believe you cannot succeed, then that very belief will shape your reality. You simply cannot afford to entertain your negative thoughts any longer. Release them and choose to speak a new language to yourself and others. This will generate more positive emotions, which act as the most powerful energy accelerators to truly unlock unlimited success. Emotional liberation. Emotions are powerful vibrations and energies that convey clear messages, whether you realize it or not. Unresolved emotions can continue to send out old signals of pain, anger, rejection, and other negative feelings, spreading these energies throughout your personal space. Many people struggle to express or even recognize their emotions. Often they endure trauma and disappointment without ever addressing The feelings involved, these trapped emotions, can later manifest in the physical realm as ailments and diseases. For example, consider someone who has faced significant betrayal but never processed their hurt, this unresolved emotion can lead to chronic anxiety, making it difficult to trust others and forming a barrier to healthy relationships. By acknowledging and working through these feelings, they can heal emotionally and open themselves up to new positive connections. Similarly, someone who experienced harsh criticism in their formative years might carry an underlying sense of inadequacy into adulthood. This can result in physical manifestations such as stress-related illnesses or persistent fatigue. By addressing these deep-seated emotions, they can alleviate these physical symptoms and begin to project a more confident self-assured energy. Unresolved negative emotions emit low-frequency vibrations that others can sense, often pushing people away. To overcome this, it's essential to resolve these emotions on a mental and emotional level. Think of it as clearing out a cluttered room. Once the old negative energy is removed, there's space for new positive energy to flow in. By addressing and releasing these old emotions, you can prevent their physical repercussions and transform your energy field. This shift not only improves your well-being, but also attracts more positive experiences and relationships into your life. Embracing and resolving your emotions can ultimately lead to a healthier, more fulfilling life. To rid yourself of that dark cloud, you need to let go of those unexpressed feelings from the past. Be acutely aware of the assumptions you make about the experiences that trouble you. This awareness is crucial in identifying and addressing the root causes of your negative emotions. In addition to releasing feelings from the past, it's essential to let go of them as they arise in the present. Engage in positive self-talk, reminding yourself that problems will pass, that you are strong, that you forgive, and that you will not let these thoughts overwhelm you. For example, if you feel a surge of anxiety about to work deadline, acknowledge the feeling, but also remind yourself of your past successes and resilience. Say to yourself, I have faced challenges before and emerged stronger. This too shall pass. This not only helps you cope in the moment, but also prevents these feelings from taking root and becoming a source of chronic stress. Similarly, if an argument with a friend leaves you feeling hurt and angry, don't let those emotions fester. Instead, confront them directly. Tell yourself, I am capable of resolving conflicts. I choose to forgive and move forward. By doing this, you not only heal emotionally, but also maintain a healthier, more positive energy field. Releasing these negative feelings and assumptions as they occur is like regularly cleaning a room to prevent clutter. It keeps your mental and emotional space clear and vibrant, allowing for more positive experiences and interactions to come into your life. This practice of conscious emotional release and positive self-dialogue is a powerful tool for transforming your inner landscape and consequently your outer reality. Behavioral release, letting go of harmful and unhealthy behaviors, especially indulgences and addictions, is crucial for cultivating an attractive energy and a productive mindset. People often seek solace in various forms of escapism, such as excessive alcohol consumption, drug use, smoking, overeating, binge watching TV, gossiping, exercising, engaging in drama, and even overworking. We turn to these activities to distract ourselves or to escape from reality. That drink, that extra serving of food, or that hit of a drug numbs our emotions, providing a temporary sense of relief. Watching endless hours of TV takes us out of our own lives, and comfort foods give us a fleeting sense of satisfaction. Even behaviors like manipulation, dishonesty, and cruelty can seem appealing because they offer a sense of control or temporary emotional relief. However, this comfort is illusory. Over time, these harmful actions only lead to deeper feelings of dissatisfaction and can spiral into even more toxic addictive behaviors. For instance, someone might start drinking to cope with stress, but end up becoming dependent on alcohol, which then creates additional problems such as health issues and strained relationships. Similarly, indulging in excessive work might initially seem productive, but it can lead to burnout and alienation from loved ones. The key to breaking free from these cycles is to recognize the underlying emotional voids we are trying to fill and address them directly. This could mean seeking healthier coping mechanisms, such as mindfulness practices, engaging in hobbies that bring genuine joy, or reaching out for support from friends, family, or professional. By identifying and understanding the real needs behind our destructive habits, we can begin to replace them with positive behaviors that enhance our well-being and create a more fulfilling, balanced life. This conscious effort to change not only improves our mental and emotional health, but also radiates a positive energy that attracts better opportunities and relationships into our lives. When you engage in these behaviors, ask yourself, what are you running from? What pain are you trying to numb inside? At its core, this avoidance stems from forgetting who you truly are, your highest identity, your connection to the divine, and your inherent worth. Whether you realize it or not, this seemingly lost connection is the true source of your lack of peace. As you find yourself indulging in harmful actions, remind yourself of an essential truth: every choice you make shapes your energy. Do you genuinely want to project vibrations of escapism? If not, then continually choose to release these habits. Learning to let go is a lifelong journey. Every day, renew your commitment to release the past and abandon worries. This will pave the way for new healthy choices that will undoubtedly bring brightness to your life. By letting go of the thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that have been holding you back, you tap into your vital energy and emit a beautiful, radiant vibration that everyone around you can see. This shift requires acknowledging the root of your actions and actively choosing to replace harmful behaviors with positive ones. For example, instead of turning to alcohol to cope with stress, you might start practicing meditation or spending time in nature. These healthier habits can help you reconnect with your true self and restore your sense of inner peace. Letting go of attachments, becoming aware of, and freeing ourselves from our attachments is one of the most important steps on the path to real freedom. Looking around us, we can see many things to which we may experience a sense of attachment, such as wall artwork, jewels, room furnishings, and automobiles in garages. These things frequently make people proud, but attachment comes with ownership, and it's simple to get sucked into the hoarding of possessions. Every minor attachment releases a need-driven energy, and our needs tend to mount the more stuff. You're proving to your biology that calm is not weakness, that clarity is not luxury, that presence is the new pattern worth keeping. Let's build a simple architecture of change. 3 micro habits that, practiced daily, retrain the brain for coherence, clarity, and vitality. 1. The morning alignment. The first 3 minutes of your day set your frequency. Before you touch your phone or speak a word, sit on the edge of your bed, close your eyes, and inhale deeply. As you breathe, place your hand over your heart and say quietly, "Today I choose awareness." Feel the pulse beneath your palm. That rhythm is your anchor. By linking thought and feeling in this way, you're connecting the electrical and magnetic centers of your body, the brain, and the heart. Do this for 60 seconds. Your nervous system will start the day synchronized instead of scattered. 2. The 30-second breath reset. Throughout the day, when tension builds, emails, noise, decisions, pause for 30 seconds. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 counts, hold for 2, and exhale gently for 6. Imagine stress leaving your body as vapor. Repeat this sequence 3 times. The vagus nerve will signal your entire system to relax. Blood pressure drops, focus returns, energy stabilizes. That's not imagination, it's biology responding to rhythm. 3. The night of gratitude. Before sleep, review your day, not to judge but to bless it. Recall 3 moments, however small, that felt good. A smile, a warm drink, a lesson learned. Breathe gratitude into each one as if storing light for tomorrow. This practice shifts the chemistry of the brain from cortisol to serotonin and melatonin, preparing the body for deep restoration. You fall asleep not in worry but in coherence. These 3 habits, morning alignment, breath reset, and night gratitude, take less than 5 minutes combined. But to your brain, they are reprogramming commands. They remind it daily of who you're becoming. And as you repeat them, new neural pathways form, bridges to a calmer, more conscious self. Transformation is not an event, it's a frequency you tune to each day. When you honor the small begins to honor you. Your energy rises subtly, your reactions soften, your clarity sharpens. Soon you'll notice something extraordinary. The habits no longer feel like effort, they become instinct. Your body begins to crave peace the way it once craved stimulation. Your brain seeks stillness the way it once sought distraction. That's when you know the rewiring is complete. The new pattern has become your nature. You no longer try to be mindful, you simply are. You no longer fight to stay positive, you simply think from coherence. Each micro-habit was a seed. Together, they've grown into a new landscape of mind. And within that inner landscape, energy flows freely again, not wasted on survival, but directed toward creation. Because once your daily rhythm aligns with awareness, life stops being something you manage and becomes something that moves effortlessly through you. In the next chapter, you'll discover what happens when all these practices converge, when the obedient brain, the coherent heart, and the emotional body merge into a single field of living energy. We'll explore how thought becomes vibration and vibration becomes manifestation, the moment you stop reaching for reality and begin radiating it. Chapter 6. Becoming energy itself. There comes a moment in every awakening when you realize you are not inside your body. Your body is inside you, not metaphorically, literally. Your awareness, the field of energy that perceives and animates this life, is not confined by skin or bone. It's vast, radiant, intelligent, and it extends far beyond what the senses can grasp. You can feel this truth when you're deeply still. Close your eyes, notice the air between you and the walls. Now feel that the space isn't empty, it's alive, vibrating, listening. That field responds to your inner state. When you think clearly and feel coherently, the field around you becomes ordered. When you think chaotically and feel fearfully, it becomes distorted. You are not just moving through energy, you are shaping it constantly. For most of your life, you've been taught to see yourself as separate, a body among billions, a mind trapped behind the eyes. You were told that energy is something outside you, something you consume, measure, or deplete. And so you began living as a closed circuit, cut off from the infinite current that flows through all things. You try to get energy from food, from sleep, from others, yet still feel drained. Because true energy doesn't come from consumption, it comes from coherence. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions are misaligned, you leak energy like water through a sieve. You overthink, you overreact, you exhaust yourself chasing stability in an unstable mind. That is the hidden cause of fatigue, the unseen drain behind frustration and burnout, disconnection from your own energetic source. The human system was designed to be regenerative. It's the only technology that can recharge itself from within. But when you live in survival mode, always preparing for a threat, defending against the future, analyzing the past, you cut the wire that connects you to the infinite current of creation. You can't receive when your frequency is fear. You can't create when your energy is scattered. To restore flow, you must return to your origin, to the truth that everything you perceive is consciousness vibrating at different speeds. Slow vibrations feel solid, fast ones feel ethereal, but they're all the same substance, the one life expressing itself in countless forms. And you are that life. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean expressing itself as a drop. Stuff we own this is not to argue that we shouldn't have material desires, rather it is to advise us to be aware of the attachments we have to them. There are two main reasons why thinking such as I need this, to be happy I need this car and this jewelry, or I need these things around me to feel content are problematic. Firstly, these thoughts encourage the belief that material things can make us happy. Unfortunately, when we believe that external things can bring us joy, we give up our power to create happiness ourselves. This sets precedent that keeps us struggling, moving dangerously towards an energy of desperation. When we feel the need to possess more, we find ourselves in an endless struggle to maintain it. Secondly, believing that material goods are the key to happiness puts us in a precarious position. What happens if we lose our possessions? This ever-present possibility leaves us in a state of a constant worry. We live in an internal state of fear that drives us to seek security, continually making us perpetually anxious about potential loss. Therefore, true freedom lies in recognizing and releasing our attachments. By doing so, we regain our power to create happiness from within and free ourselves from the endless cycle of need and worry. This internal freedom allows us to appreciate what we have without being controlled by it, leading to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Chapter 2, Tapping into Hidden. Chapter 2, Tapping into Hidden Strengths. Strengths. In the past, there was a distinct divide between the disciplines of physics and the concept of consciousness. Physics was seen as the realm of tangible empirical science, dealing with the laws governing the physical universe. Conversely, consciousness was often regarded as an intangible, abstract notion relegated to the realms of psychology or philosophy. This separation led to the belief that these two domains were mutually exclusive, that the study of one had little relevance to the other. However, in recent times, there has been a significant shift in perspective. Scientists and researchers from various fields around the world have begun to recognize the interconnectedness of physics and consciousness. They are now exploring how these seemingly disparate areas of study intersect and influence each other. This shift in paradigm has led to the realization that both physics and consciousness are essential components in understanding the nature of reality. Today, it is widely accepted that the study of physics alone is insufficient to explain the complexities of the universe. Similarly, an understanding of consciousness is integral to comprehending the subjective experience of reality. Together, physics and consciousness provide a more comprehensive framework for understanding the fundamental nature of existence and the interconnectedness of all things. This recognition marks a profound evolution in our understanding of the universe and our place within it. We know from quantum physics that reality and the act of viewing it are one and the same. This also applies to our own lives. It is impossible to separate our perspective of the tangible world from what we actually experience. In it, actually, research on biomechanics shows that the brain cannot discriminate between memory and reality. This realization forces us to critically reassess how we conceptualize existence. It implies that the objective reality we live in is deeply twined with our subjective experiences, which are influenced by perception and memory, similar to how quantum occurrences challenge conventional ideas of separation and causation. Our lives are intricately interwoven with the cosmos. We are forced to reevaluate our conceptions of reality, awareness, and the self as we examine the ramifications of These discoveries in greater detail the lines separating the inner and exterior worlds become increasingly hazy, allowing us to investigate how everything is related to everything else and how perception affects how we perceive the world, our vision, how we view the environment and ourselves, as well as the feelings that perception arouses, is the fundamental component of conscious creativity. This perception affects the very chemistry of our bodies and thoughts. It is not merely a mental construct, but is intricately entwined with our biology. Our brains undergo series of biological processes in response to thoughts and emotions. In reaction to these inputs, a critical area of the brain called the hypothalamus produces certain peptides. These peptides attach themselves to cell receptors, starting a chemical cascade that reproduces and intensifies our original emotional state. Identical ideas will result in identical peptides and feelings regardless of the emotion: joy, fear, or despair. This process solidifies over time, giving rise to emotional routines and even addictive tendencies. Our receptors to peptides from various emotional states can get desensitized by repeated thoughts and feelings, which solidifies our perspective and feeds the loop. This complex interaction of perception, emotion, and biology has a significant effect on our state of consciousness and vitality. Our ideas and sentiments influence not only our subjective experience, but also our physical and mental health in an impromptu, yet surprisingly simple process. Being aware of this relationship gives us the ability to intentionally create our world. We can actively direct our lives toward more happiness and fulfillment by actively modifying our perception and selecting thoughts that correspond with our desired emotional states. Your ideas, feelings, and physical and mental responses are sculpting your world in every memory and desire. It is a cycle of creation and experience. Your encounters give rise to feelings that prolong the encounter. This never-ending loop emphasizes the dynamic interplay between our internal world and the outside environment. Every idea, emotion, and bodily reaction adds to the continuous construction of our lived experience. Our ideas and feelings are crucial in determining the course of our reality, whether they are associated with memories of the past or with hopes for the future. Examine how a recollection of the past might set off a series of feelings that impact our current state of mind and perspective. Comparably, our hopes for the future can influence our choices and behaviors in the here and now, determining the course of our lives. You set off a series of physiological reactions in your body and mind when you consciously choose to surround yourself with more uplifting information and experiences. This intentional decision triggers the production of neuropeptides, which are chemical messengers essential for signal transmission between nerve cells. The elevating feelings of exhilaration, happiness, and hope are precisely matched by these neuropeptides. Upon entering your system, these feelings of gratitude trigger a deep metamorphosis on several levels of your existence. First of all, there is a change in viewpoint that makes you more aware of the options and possibilities around you. An increasingly upbeat perspective on life starts to replace negative mental habits. Simultaneously, your emotional landscape undergoes a remarkable evolution. Feelings of joy and enthusiasm replace any lingering traces of doubt or pessimism, infusing your interactions and experiences with a newfound sense of vitality and positivity. At the physiological level, the release of these positive neuropeptides triggers a series of chemical reactions throughout your body. These reactions have tangible effects on your overall well-being, from reducing stress levels to enhancing immune function and promoting overall vitality. Perhaps most significantly, this shift in consciousness reverberates outward, influencing the energy that you emit and attract into your life. as your internal state becomes increasingly aligned with positivity and optimism, you naturally begin to draw in experiences and opportunities that mirror this vibrational frequency to successfully navigate the circumstances and events we encounter in life. It is essential to be aware of how our perception, imagination, and expectations can distort our view of reality. Perception, how it shapes our world. One significant finding is that the synthesis of neuropeptides by perception directly affects emotional experience. When we experience something adversely, our brain releases neuropeptides that intensify our negative feelings and set off a molecular chain reaction that keeps us feeling that way. The work of neuroscientists like Candice Purr, who showed that neuropeptides and their receptors are the biological correlates of emotion, lays the foundation for this. Positive perceptions, on the other hand, cause the synthesis of several neuropeptides which promote happy emotional states. Knowing that favorable perceptions will lead to positive emotional experiences should inspire us to intentionally create happy perceptions. Our perception has a big impact on our vitality, even while our personal history filters our perceptions. It nevertheless has the power to influence how we see the future. The study of cognitive neuroscience lends credence to this idea, demonstrating how our beliefs and thoughts may literally change the composition and functionality of our brains. The brain's capacity to rearrange itself by creating new neural connections, or neuroplasticity, emphasizes the idea we can actually alter our brains and, by extension, our physiological reality by altering the way we perceive things. Self-perception and self-talk play an important role in our cognitive base and have a major physiological effect. Positive self-perception and self-talk have been linked to higher levels of serotonin and endorphins, two chemicals that improve happiness and feelings of well-being, according to research. On the other hand, low serotonin levels might result from a negative self-perception, which can exacerbate depression. The journal Psychological Science published a study by Crossell in 2014 that showed how self-talk affects emotional regulation and mental health. In general, this emphasizes the significance of cultivating a constructive internal dialogue. The power of perception is most strikingly demonstrated in situations of multiple personality disorders, which are now called dissociative identity disorders. Research, as published in the American Journal of Clinical Hypnosis by Braun and Sachs, 1985, has shown that people with various personalities can present with unique physiological states. One personality type may have diabetes, for example, while another does not. This phenomenon highlights the significant impact of perception on physical health by proving that consciousness may alter physiological conditions. The author's personal firewalking experience serves as an example of the real-world consequences of altering one's perspective. Walking barefoot over hot coals is a practice known as fur walking, which can be done safely if one can change their mindset. Studies on the mind-body connection, including those by Benson and Proctor, 1984, which discovered that concentrating on positive images can lessen pain perception and avoid injury, lend support to this. The author's ability to walk on hot coals without getting hurt by focusing on a pleasant recollection highlights how perception can help people overcome obstacles in their physical lives. The main takeaway is that we all possess the innate ability to change how we perceive our environment and experiences. We may change the way we physically experience the environment by making deliberate choices about it. Numerous psychological and neurological research that demonstrate the crucial roles that thought and perception play in influencing our experiences and results lend credence to this idea. For personal development, it's imperative to let rid of outdated constrictive beliefs. This idea is based on cognitive behavioral therapy (CBT), which highlights how emotions and behaviors may be changed. By changing maladaptive thought patterns, we can break free from our constraints and old behaviors by adopting fresh, optimistic perspectives, opening the door to a more satisfying reality. The secret to a reality that is produced by awareness is perception. This is consistent with the ideas of quantum physics, which imply that the reality being observed is influenced by the observer in terms of the human experience. This implies that our world is essentially shaped by the way we see it. Adopting this viewpoint enables us to view life as an empty canvas awaiting the application of fresh, colorful ideas. The powerful influence of vivid images on our reality. By consistently envisioning goals with clarity and emotional engagement as if they were already achieved, individuals can effectively align their cognitive faculties and energy toward goal attainment. This process plays a pivotal role in manifesting success in one's life, emphasizing the significance of maintaining a positive and continuous visualization practice. Scientifically, this concept finds support in various fields. Neuroscience reveals that mental imagery activates similar brain regions as actual experiences, indicating its potential to shape neural pathways and cognitive processes. Studies in neuroplasticity illustrate how repetitive visualization can strengthen these pathways, making envisioned outcomes feel more attainable. Psychological theories, such as Albert Bandura's concept of self-efficacy, emphasize the role of belief in one's abilities in goal achievement. Visualization serves as a mechanism to enhance self-efficacy by instilling confidence and motivation. Practical examples abound in domains like sports, where athletes routinely employ visualization techniques to enhance performance. Notable figures like Michael Phelps have attributed their success partly to visualization practices, highlighting its efficacy in maintaining focus and mental preparation. Moreover, in medical settings, visualization has been utilized to aid in patient recovery and treatment outcomes. Studies demonstrate that patients who engage in guided imagery experience improvements in physical health and emotional well-being, underscoring the tangible benefits of visualization techniques. Expectation, the bridge between our desires and visualization. Crafting vivid mental images of success is a common practice in personal development and goal achievement. However, merely visualizing success without aligning it with our deeper desires and expectations can lead to a disconnect between our aspirations and our reality. It's like drawing a map to a destination without fully understanding where we truly want to go or what we expect to find there. To truly harness the power of visualization, we must bridge the gap between what we desire and what we expect. This means going beyond surface-level aspirations and uncovering the subconscious expectations that may be holding us back. These hidden expectations often stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, or limiting beliefs that we may not even be aware of. By shining a light on these hidden expectations, we can better understand why we may be sabotaging our own success or settling for less than we truly deserve. It allows us to reframe our mindset, challenge limiting beliefs, and cultivate a more empowering outlook on what is possible for us to achieve. By aligning our desires with our expectations and consistently anticipating the best outcomes, we can create a powerful synergy between our conscious goals and our subconscious beliefs. This alignment not only enhances the effectiveness of our visualization practices, but also sets the stage for greater clarity, confidence, and success in manifesting our dreams. Every day, we unconsciously paint the canvas of our future with the colors of our present experiences, yet when dissatisfaction clouds our perception, it becomes challenging to envision a brighter tomorrow. How do you perceive the canvas of your daily life? Do you sketch scenes of yearning for acceptance only to shade them with the dark hues of anticipation for rejection? Do you paint strokes of ambition for success only to outline them with the shadows of looming failure? Do you sketch the landscapes of happiness only to blur them with the mist of resignation to boredom, obstacles, and disappointment? If your brush strokes today are tinged with pessimism and fear, you risk perpetuating a cycle of negativity on your canvas. Instead, consider picking up a new brush dipped in the vibrant hues of hope and possibility. With each stroke, dare to paint new expectations and beliefs about your own capabilities, stretching beyond the confines of today into the vast horizon of tomorrow and beyond. In the ongoing dance between desire and expectation, it's often observed that the universe steps to the rhythm of our own internal melodies. Your desires are the melody of your heart, resonating with the song of your aspirations. Your expectations, then, are the harmonies that blend seamlessly with the melody, reflecting the tune of your beliefs. In the grand symphony of manifesting destiny, nothing carries more weight than the harmony of your beliefs. Your convictions must compose a symphony of positive expectations, the cornerstone upon which the edifice of favorable outcomes is built. Likewise, imagine a musician poised before an empty stage, their instrument trembling with anticipation. If they anticipate discord and dissonance, their performance may falter, echoing their own internal disarray. Yet if they approach the music with optimism and assurance, each note becomes a reflection of their belief in the power of their own talent, and the melody resonates with the harmony of their conviction. The canvas of our future is shaped by the brushstrokes of our beliefs and the melodies of our expectations. By embracing the colors of hope and possibility, and by composing a symphony of positive expectations, we breathe life into the masterpiece of our destiny. You cannot continue wishing for the best while expecting the worst. You must begin seeking the best in both your everyday life and the pursuit of your dreams, knowing you're capable of elevating your consciousness to a higher, happier state. In all experiences, reclaim your power and create a conscious perception of your ideal day and future, understanding how it looks, feels, and can become a reality. Chapter 3: Empowering Energies. Chapter 3: Empowering Energies. Unleashing the force within. Unleashing the force within. When you believe in external factors, you unknowingly give them your power, but in reality, the power lies within. You recognize that you are the source of the power you've attributed to external conditions. Imagine the world as a vast ocean of energy where everything from the tangible to the unseen pulses with waves of vibration. In this cosmic symphony, you are both a receiver and a transmitter, constantly immersed in a whirlwind of frequencies. Think of yourself as a satellite tuning into signals from others, while emitting your own unquare energy signature into the universe. Every interaction, every thought, every emotion sends ripples through this energetic sea, shaping the course of your reality, whether you realize it or not. The results you've been experiencing are a direct reflection of the vibrations of your own energetic field. The beauty of this cosmic dance is that you hold the power to change the tune at any moment. Energy is the currency of the universe, the driving force behind the laws that govern existence. It is the silent orchestrator of your destiny, weaving through the fabric of consciousness to manifest your desires. By consciously choosing the quality of energy you project, you also determine the nature of the outcomes you attract. It's a simple yet profound process that unfolds continuously, shaping the trajectory of your life. In the realm of physics, when frequencies align, they create a phenomenon known as resonance-similar signals merge and harmonize, drawing closer in a dance of attraction. This principle extends far beyond the physical realm, influencing every aspect of your life, from social interactions to romantic entanglements, from professional pursuits to personal growth. You are a magnet, drawing in experiences that resonate with the energy you emit outward. To change what you attract, you must first understand the alchemy of your own energetic field. Like a master painter, you hold the brush to the canvas of your reality, creating intricate patterns of energy that ripple outward, shaping the landscape of your existence. With each stroke, each thought, and each intention, you have the power to rewrite the script of your life, transforming chaos into harmony and dreams into reality. Our mighty energy producers, picture your electromagnetic vibrations as the echo of your luminous energy, as a symphony composed of the frequencies of your mind, soul, and heart. As we've explored before, much of this symphony resides within the realm of your thoughts and feelings. But where do these emotions and thoughts originate? Do they simply materialize out of thin air? What propels this integral part of your personal energy? At the core of your emotional and cognitive prowess lies the crucible of your beliefs. Indeed, everything you manifest can be traced back to these foundational convictions. Your belief system serves as a web of fundamental assumptions crafted through the tapestry of your upbringing and personal experiences. Much like thoughts, most people do not scrutinize the truths they hold dear. We live with our belief systems as naturally as we breathe. Inherited from birth, it's all we've ever known. It forms the very framework through which we experience the world. And we're so accustomed to it that we hardly conceive of trying anything different. Yet, in living without a weight of awareness of our beliefs and their impact on our lives, we passively surrender our power to change regardless of what we've been taught or how we've been treated. Our beliefs remain a choice. As thinking adults, we have the power to alter them. We can handpick what resonates as our own truth, consciously releasing anything that perpetuates fear or negativity in our vibrations and the world at large. In the realm of energy and consciousness, a healthier, happier belief system forms the bedrock for better outcomes in all aspects of our lives, while the positive or negative nature of our vibrational energy finds its most potent expression in our thoughts and emotions. Lurking behind them are our fundamental beliefs. Negative convictions of judgment and fatalism can only breed negative emotions and thoughts. Conversely, positive convictions nurture the soul, instilling hope for the future and yielding the gratifying feelings and ideas we seek. This undoubtedly is the frequency most desirable to the project, as it yields the marvelous results we crave. Let's delve into how these energy producers interconnect. Our beliefs serve as the bedrock from which all assumptions and drifting thoughts spring. We develop these beliefs either directly through education or indirectly through the treatment we receive from parents and other authority figures. Regardless of whether these teachings are false, unhealthy, or even destructive, their source renders them wholly true in our eyes. Each belief spawns relative thoughts that evoke emotional reactions, combining to create the prevailing energy you unknowingly transmit throughout your life. Chapter 4: The Transformative Force of Chapter 4: The Transformative Force of Intention. Intentions play a crucial role as the driving force behind the laws of desire and intention. Every action you take carries a purpose, whether you are consciously aware of it or not. When you lead your life with a clear and honorable direction, both in everyday activities and in the pursuit of your larger goals, you align yourself with the powerful natural forces of the law of pure desire. This alignment is essential, as consciousness is the key to harnessing these forces effectively. Being aware of and taking control of your intentions is vital for achieving your desires. Every choice you make Whether it is an action, decision, or behavior, is influenced by your underlying intentions, although the external actions may remain the same. The intentions behind them can transform the energy you put forth, thereby altering the consequences that manifest in your life. This shift in energy underscores the importance of being deliberate and conscious of your motivations. Different intentions can lead to vastly different outcomes, even if the actions themselves do not change. By consciously directing your intentions towards positive and meaningful goals, you can significantly enhance the quality and impact of your actions. This intentional approach not only ensures that your efforts are more effective, but also aligns your personal energy with the outcomes you desire. Thus, taking control of your intentions is not just about achieving goals, but about creating a life that resonates with your deepest values and aspirations. The intention behind an action determines its true value and impact. If you give a compliment to your coworker, its real nature depends on your intention. If the compliment is genuine and meant to share something positive, it brings beneficial results. However, if the compliment is meant to manipulate your coworker for hidden motives, the intention is deceitful. This negative energy affects the outcome, potentially leading to manipulative and controlling consequences. When you act kindly to win approval or validate your worth, you're manipulating acceptance and self-esteem. This intention undermines the positive energy you intend to convey, signaling a belief that you aren't worthy of value. Acts of kindness, if driven by desperation, distort the energy and adversely affect the outcomes in your life. All of your actions, no matter how insignificant, have a deeper meaning that influences both the process and the result of your actions. Let's say you are cooking dinner. You can choose to make the procedure pleasurable by trying out a new recipe or indulging in the aroma of the ingredients, which will make the task become calming and delightful. Alternatively, you may rush through it and focus on other things you have to do, which would just make cooking seem like a chore and cause you more stress. The purpose you bring to this easy exercise changes how it affects your energy and attitude. Think about the chore completing act in the home. You'll probably feel proud of yourself for keeping your living area tidy and orderly, which will make you feel satisfied and accomplished. However, the same duties become into sources of negativity and irritation if you concentrate on how much time and effort they require in comparison to other pursuits. Your intention affects the task's emotional result, whether it's good or bad. The energy you bring to the table at a social gathering has a big impact on your connections and overall experience. You'll discover that talks are more fulfilling and pleasurable if you approach them with a sincere desire to connect and show interest, but your encounter will be much less satisfying if you go reluctantly because you feel forced and uninterested. You may end the vicious cycle of negativity and build a more fulfilling and prosperous life by making the decision to infuse your everyday activities with positive intentions. This deliberate change of viewpoint enables you to fully utilize the possibilities presented by each day, turning mundane chores into chances for happiness and personal development. Be happy. Living a meaningful life means looking forward to and being grateful for each day. If you approach tasks with an optimistic mindset, even the most tedious chores can become opportunities for satisfaction and personal growth. Think about the act of cooking a meal. Rather than viewing a routine task as a chore, you may view it as a chance to nourish yourself and your relationships and turn it into a creative outlet and time to spend with your loved ones. However, continuous fear and dread can undermine your efforts and lead to self-defeating habits. Let's say you are starting a new project at work. If you approach it in a fearful and doubtful manner, thinking that you will fail, your negative perspective may become a self-fulfilling prophecy, but you can overcome challenges and move closer to success if you replace your fear with resolve. Another crucial component of a happy life is finding joy in everyday pursuits. Consider the simple act of going for a stroll instead of only considering it exercise. You can take in the sights and sounds of the natural world while allowing yourself to be fully present, including joy in your daily activities. Allows you to more clearly connect your goals and aspirations, which leads to greater fulfillment. This change in viewpoint keeps you from getting sidetracked from your objectives and prevents you from becoming overcome by bad feelings. For instance, keeping a good attitude enables you to handle challenges with tenacity and ingenuity. When faced with failures or barriers in the end, when you make your life positive and appreciative, you make sure that each step of the way is just as fulfilling as arriving at your target. When you find yourself thinking things like "I need to work harder to get what I want," or "I'll be happy when I achieve that goal," it means that your intentions are driven by neediness and desperation. However, if you change your perspective to include phrases like "I create my own destiny," "challenges strengthen and teach me," or "I live each moment fully with all my energy," you will be really motivated to improve and advance. Your ideas are coming from a place of lack and insecurity when they are focused on reaching external goals. In order to feel happy or validated, this kind of thinking frequently results in a never-ending cycle of sacrifice and effort where fulfillment and accomplishment seem unreachable. On the other hand, you develop a sense of inner abundance and contentment when you adopt an empowered and resilient mindset, seeing obstacles as chances for personal development and living each moment with awareness and purpose. Regaining control of your life and building a solid basis for long-term success and happiness means changing your intentions from desperation to a sincere desire for improvement. You concentrate on developing inner strength and resilience so that you can face life's obstacles with confidence and grace rather than continuously seeking success or approval from others. This mental adjustment improves not just your capacity to reach your objectives, but also your quality of life in general. As you greet each day with thankfulness and intention, you can attract your desires by creating a magnetic resonance with a purpose that is confident and hopeful and in a positive mindset. Instead of focusing on a single strategy to realize your emotional goals, consider all the avenues that are open to you to start experiencing those emotions right now, knowing that the universe is full of opportunities just waiting to be discovered. Give yourself permission to explore and accept every path that might lead to fulfillment. By taking this flexible stance, you encourage the realization of your most ardent dreams and align yourself with the flow of riches. Chapter 5. The power of your Chapter 5. The power of your decisions. Decisions choice serves as the bedrock of personal empowerment, dictating the trajectory of our lives in every facet. Whether trivial or transformative, yet, despite its profound influence, we frequently underestimate its potency. Ends snared in the familiarity of routine or hindered by external constraints. Consider the individual who habitually chooses to snooze their alarm each morning, perpetua a cycle of lateness and missed opportunities, or the aspiring entrepreneur who remains shackled by fear of failure, opting for the security of a conventional job over pursuing their passion. However, within each passing moment lies a fresh canvas for conscious decision-making, offering a chance to rewrite our narratives and sculpt our destinies. Take, for instance, the individual faced with adversity in their career, a sudden job loss, or a failed project. Rather than succumbing to despair, they seize the opportunity to pivot, leveraging their setback as a springboard for growth and innovation. Similarly, the individual navigating tumultuous relationships chooses to prioritize self-respect and boundary, reclaiming agency over their emotional well-being by embracing the power of choice. We reclaim agency over our lives and unlock boundless potential for success and fulfillment, whether it's selecting a mindset of resilience in the face of adversity or taking decisive action toward our goals. Each decision shapes the contours of our reality, just as an artist wields their brush to craft a masterpiece. We wield our choices to mold the lives we envision, painting a tapestry of purpose and meaning. In doing so, we transcend the limitations of circumstance and write our own stories of triumph and transformation. Attitude and actions. At the heart of every decision lies a powerful duo: attitude and action. Your attitude, intricately woven from your perceptions and beliefs, acts as the driving force shaping the course of your life. It's a subtle dance of thoughts and emotions that propels you either toward the heights of success or the depths of stagnation. Distinguishing between positive and negative attitudes is crucial. Positive attitudes spring from a wellspring of optimistic beliefs and elevated emotions, while negative attitudes are born from the shadows of pessimism and fear. Despite the weight of past negative experiences, you wield the extraordinary power to recalibrate your attitude, reshaping the landscape of your reality. With each shift in perspective, your expectations act as the fuel for conscious creation, dictating the degree to which your daily experiences align with your deepest desires. Opting for a positive attitude becomes akin to wielding a magnetic force, drawing success and abundance into the orbit of your life. However, the power of your actions should not be underestimated. Each behavior you engage in shapes the contours of your reality, serving as a reflection of your values and aspirations. In essence, by nurturing a positive attitude and aligning your actions with your highest aspirations, you unlock the boundless potential to transform your dreams into reality. Every choice becomes a building block in the grand edifice of your journey, charting a course toward a life of fulfillment and purpose. With each step forward, you carve out a path illuminated by the radiance of your own inner light, forging a destiny that is uniquely yours. Decisions and outcomes. In the symphony of existence, every passing moment orchestrates a symphony of choices, each bearing the weight of its consequences. While some results may be immediately visible to the naked eye, it's the subtle yet profound energetic reverberations that hold the key to shaping our reality. Whether we're navigating the routine decisions of our daily routines or grappling with life-altering dilemmas, it's crucial to pause and weigh the ramifications, both tangible and energetic, before forging ahead. Beyond the surface level of cause and effect lies a deeper, more intricate dance of energy, a resonance that extends far beyond the confines of time and space. With each decision, we cast forth energetic ripples that reverberate throughout the tapestry of our lives. Hence, it's incumbent upon us to discern whether our choices resonate harmoniously with our innermost values and identity. Do they uphold the sanctity of our dignity and integrity? Do they honor the essence of our being by delving into the depths of our consciousness and probing the motives behind our actions? We can chart a course through life's labyrinth of choices with unwavering clarity and unwavering result of each choice, when made from a place of authenticity and self-honor, becomes a beacon of radiant power, drawing unto us blessings and opportunities that mirror the truth of our souls. Thus, armed with an acute awareness of the energetic resonance of our choices, we forge ahead, illuminating the path to a life brimming with authenticity, integrity, and boundless abundance. Chapter 6, Love Power. Exploring the depths of Chapter 6, Love Power. Quantum physics, illuminates a fascinating connection between our consciousness, the energy we emit, and the intentions we set forth. This revelation underscores their profound impact on the course of our lives, but in the pursuit of success, one may pause to ponder where does love fit into this equation. Love emerges as a force of unparalleled potency, transcending the boundaries of mere romance to permeate every corner of existence with its vibrant and creative energy. By aligning our personal energy with the universal current of love, we unlock a realm of limitless possibilities. This infusion of love's essence, liberated from the shackles of hatred and fear, imbues every aspect of our being with profound significance and beckons forth untold blessings. With each decision grounded in the spirit of love, we set in motion a harmonious resonance that reverberates throughout the tapestry of our lives, drawing us ever closer to the realization of our deepest desires. Embracing our endeavors with a foundation of love not only accelerates our progress toward our goals, but also orchestrates a symphony of universal success principles in perfect harmony. Indeed, love stands as the catalyst that ignites the transformative potential within us, ushering in a reality brimming with abundance, fulfillment, and boundless opportunities. Let's explore how through love we align ourselves with some universal laws that govern the manifestation of our desires. The law of manifestation dictates that by fostering a consciousness of love, one can cultivate a reality brimming with joy. Choosing a persistent perception of peace and care for oneself and others stimulates the manifestation of abundant and wondrous experiences. As awareness of love in life expands, the universe responds with gentle gestures, manifesting bountiful blessings. In the realm of the law of magnetism, love reigns supreme. As the most magnetic force, one can project, opting for an attitude of love dispels confusion, worry, and doubt, allowing one's personal energy to exude a radiant and alluring vibration. By letting go of negativity and affirming a commitment to love, one sets the stage for attracting positivity and fulfillment. The law of pure desire dictates that a heart filled with love is brimming with hope and excitement, purifying desires and accelerating their manifestation. Embracing life in the present moment makes it easier to release attachments to goals, ensuring confidence in one's future endeavors. In adherence to the law of paradoxical intent, intentions grounded in love are free from fear, paving the way for a life characterized by trust and positive energy. Infusing every action and thought with love becomes a transformative practice, fostering harmony with the universe and unveiling a realm of boundless opportunities. Harmony is the essence of the law of harmony, achievable through embracing acceptance, love, and honor. Letting go of judgment and hostility towards oneself and others opens the doors to tolerance, forgiveness, and compassion. Aligning one with the mystical forces of synchronicity, the law of right action underscores the primacy of treating the world with love, inviting reciprocity in the form of assistance, thought, and blessings. When faced with uncertainty, asking oneself, how can I bring love to this experience, guides one toward the most appropriate course of action. Lastly, the law of expansive influence highlights the transformative power of spreading love, intentionally radiating love and care expands peace and prosperity, not only in one's own life, but also in the lives of those around them, perpetuating a cycle of positivity and abundance. The endless stream of love. It is always the appropriate choice to choose to spread love throughout your life. Regardless of the universal law you are working with, the first step on the trip is self-love, which is essential to building a happy and satisfying life. Without self-love, you can't cultivate anything positive because you're stuck in dread and confusion. Self-love is acknowledging your intrinsic value it has nothing to do with conceit or haughtiness. Look in the mirror and tell yourself how much you love, cherish, and appreciate yourself. To help build this, turn your attention from your shortcomings to your advantages. Love is a powerful force, and when you don't love yourself, you release a negative vibe that might make other people don't love you either. Success and self-loathing are incompatible. To put it simply, aside from affirmations, treat yourself with kindness on a regular basis. Create an exciting and upbeat environment for both your home and work place throughout the day. Take frequent pauses to unwind and regroup. Reward yourself for your accomplishments and inspire yourself to keep going. When you choose love in all its manifestations, the universe responds favorably to you. After you've established self-love, spread it to other people. When you engage with someone, show your genuine affection by grinning, whether it's a cordial hello, a helping handshake, or an emotional chat. Put real warmth into everything you do. Imagine a bright, loving energy emanating from your heart to everyone, forming bonds that improve you and everyone around you. When you're tired or dealing with negative influences, remember you can always be a conduit for the universal energy of love. Imagine yourself as a channel through which divine love flows freely from the universe into your heart and out to the world. This practice not only helps you maintain your own positive energy, but also spreads this uplifting force to everyone you encounter. For example, when facing a challenging day at work, instead of succumbing to stress, take a moment to breathe deeply and center yourself. Affirm your intention to approach tasks with love and patience. You'll find that this mindset not only improves your mood, but also enhances your productivity and relationships with colleagues in your personal life. If a loved one is going through a tough time, extend your love and support. Listen actively, offer comforting words, and be there without judgment. Your compassionate presence can make a profound difference, fostering a deeper connection and mutual support, even in everyday situations like running errands or dealing with customer service. Approach interactions with kindness and respect. A simple smile or a polite word can transform mundane exchanges into positive experiences, creating a ripple effect of goodwill. By consistently choosing love, you align yourself with the highest vibrations of the universe, attracting abundance, joy, and fulfillment. Embrace this powerful force in every aspect of your life and watch as it transforms your reality, making every moment an opportunity for growth and connection. Unleashing your love energy when facing challenges with situations or people. Sending love energy towards the problem can be an invaluable tool for resolution. Start by focusing on the issue, then relax and calmly send love energy towards it. Release any negativity, such as fear or anger. Let it go and replace it with the word love. Take deep breaths and repeat love over and over. You might resist this if dealing with difficult people or situations, but let go of that resistance. Breathe deeply and entrust the relationship or situation to the care of the universe. Keep breathing deeply and calmly repeating love, then say a prayer for the best resolution for all involved. Over time, you'll notice a shift in your emotions if you repeat this process whenever the problem comes to mind. You'll also see changes in the situation. I've used this process with remarkable results. For example, years ago, I rented recording equipment for a seminar. After a few days, I discovered a problem with the equipment. When I called the rental place Mike, the manager informed me that I couldn't get a refund because I hadn't returned it within 24 hours. Frustrated, I decided to return the equipment anyway, but chose to send love to Mike and the situation during the drive. By the time I arrived, I was calm and ready to accept any outcome. To my surprise, Mike offered me a full refund and even gave me a free cassette. Sending love can transform difficult situations Once you learn to love yourself, you can extend that love to others. Smile sincerely. Infuse your actions with love and visualize love flowing from your heart to others. If you're tired or dealing with low-energy people, visualize yourself as a conduit for universal love. See it pouring into you and flowing out from your heart. This connection places you in the center of a powerful, benevolent current of love. I've seen this process work repeatedly in both personal and professional settings. For instance, while counseling a couple constantly fighting over money, I began sending them love energy. Eventually, they shifted their focus to prioritizing their relationship over financial issues, acknowledging the love I had been sending them. Love brings peace and resolution to difficulties. It's one of the most powerful intentions and beneficial actions you can take. Make love a conscious presence in your life, and you'll soon experience a wonderful reality. Next time you face a problem, send love to it. If you have issues with someone, send them love, even when nothing specific is happening. Pause, close your eyes and breathe in the word and its energy. Love changes consciousness, frequency, and even physiology, activating your heart center and emotional power like nothing else. When you use your mind and heart for love, abundance flows directly to you. Epilogue, embracing the power within us. Epilogue. You come to the end of this voyage. Keep in mind that the real agent of change is not what's going on around you, but rather what's deep within you. The ideas and concepts you have studied are not only theoretical, they are useful instruments and deep realities that have the power to influence your reality and direct you toward a successful and fulfilling existence. Change is a constant process that starts the moment you choose to accept it. It's not a far-off objective that you must reach eventually. You have the ability to change your life, regardless of what happens to you or what possibility present themselves. It is found in the things you think about and do right now, as well as in your openness to adopt new perspectives on the world. Let this audiobook's wisdom serve as a reminder that every step you take towards self-awareness and personal development activates the universal principles that will support your goals. By using the innate abilities you possess, you have the ability to change not only your own fate, but also the world in ways you may not even be aware of at this point. Change is a continuous process, and every instant is a chance to reroute your course. You may overcome ingrained habits and design a life that fully realizes your potential by realizing and harnessing your inner strength. Doors where there were once walls will open in response to your new vibration in the environment. Continue to cultivate the awareness and abilities you have acquired as you proceed. Decide to live intentionally every day, realizing that you are the creator of your own fate. Accept the difficulties as chances for personal development and let your hope for a better future to motivate you to take bold and decisive action. This marks the start of a new chapter in your trip, rather than its conclusion. The keys to a happy and fulfilling life are within your knowledge and capability. You have all you need to bring about the change you desire, so have faith in your own abilities and trustworthiness. The path to empowerment and self-discovery never really ends. It's a journey of continuous progress where every step gets you one step closer to living the life you want. Continue learning, developing, and realizing your enormous potential. Your future is a blank canvas, just awaiting your special paint job, using the colors of your dreams and your unflinching faith in your capacity to create a reality that truly speaks to who you are. Paint it. You have the ability to change, and you always will accept it. Live it and allow it to take you to a future you never would have imagined.